Shout out to everybody. We are back. I just got home from work. You know what I'm saying? I just worked 12 hours, and I don't know, man. While I was at work, when I got some free time, I seen that Kamala Harris, she ended up doing a town hall meeting, right? I seen the Obama speech. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but Obama kind of seems like to me, he's got a little bit of ring rust. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Obama. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. Like he got up there and he was just at a loss for words, and I was very shocked from somebody that used to be a presidential, candidate and a president, to be at a loss for words in his support for Kamala Harris. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kamala Harris. She ended up doing Univision. What is this? A town hall meeting? Let's listen to what they talking about in this Univision town hall meeting. A lot of people don't know what Univision is. I think this is based out of New York City, Univision, and I think it's like a Spanish speaking network, so shout out to them. Let's listen to what they got to say.
Taking us backward. And I do believe that the American people are.
Let's see what some of these questions are. Hold on. Oh, yeah, she's just talking. She's running her mouth. I want to get to a question. Somebody asking her a question. All right, here we go.
They are saying, or rumors are, that your administration didn't do enough to respond to the last hurricane.
Yeah, hey, shout out to all the subscribers in here. I do want to say that I got it on subscribers only. If y'all want to talk in the chat, just go ahead and subscribe. And then, I think I only have it on for like a minute. You got to be subscribed, and I'll talk to the people that's in the chat. So shout out to Sassy that's in here, Pickney that's in here, The Real Disciples is in here, Don, Deontay, Kennedy's in here, Allie's in here, the Jerian's in here. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody for the support. Like I said, the channel's been going crazy. I'm not able to do any of this stuff without y'all. I highly, highly appreciate all of y'all. And that makes me, instead of coming home, you know what I mean, just sitting down, relaxing and watching a movie, I want to come up here and talk to y'all. You know what I mean? Maybe for an hour and something to see how y'all feeling about everything that's going on in the news. But, there's a lot of distractions going on. It's a lot to talk about in entertainment, but I am choosing not to do that and to cover some of these things, these hot topics that are going on in the political arena. So let's listen to this.
What would you specifically do, or your administration?
And definitely hit the like button if y'all can, you know what I mean? Because I don't even know. I use a lot of notifications. I don't even know if I got notifications. I probably do. But, hit the like button if y'all can. It'll be greatly appreciated.
Do to help us in the Tampa Bay area or the Central Florida area with this hurricane?
So he talking to her in Spanish? Shout out to Spanish people. I'm not trying to play y'all. But he's asking her questions in Spanish. And so they're in America, and he's asking her questions in Spanish. Okay.
And he's got a question for Ms. Vice President.
Buenas noches,
Good evening, Ms. Vice President. I spent the entire night looking at news, tracking the hurricane that was going through my family's house. 2 weeks ago, there was another hurricane that came through the same neighborhood.
All right, I want to say this, bro. Univision, don't get mad at me, bro. I understand this is a Spanish-speaking chat. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? You got the president of the United States in, and you're not even, asking her these questions in English. But, I mean, I guess they could say, well, Univision is a Spanish, you know what I mean? It's their, network. And then you got an interpreter, and it's you're in America. Why don't you just, I don't know, bro. Am I going too far with that? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Somebody's so serious question, Piper Boy. You honestly think Trump is better candidate than Kamala? Yes, I do. That's why I'm talking. I really do. And you know what she's trying to do? She's trying to put on what is it called? An unrealized capital gains tax. So basically, and this would affect people who make $100 million or whatever. But an unrealized capital gains tax is ridiculous. So it basically means if you are investing in the stock market and let's just say the stock goes up or whatever, and you could potentially sell that stock and make money. But it's unrealized. Like you didn't sell the stock to make the money, but because you can, they can tax you. That is a problem. You know what I mean? Like the income tax was originally like a tax on the rich, wasn't it? Everybody was for that. It was a tax on the rich, and then they trickled it down, and then they hit us with the income tax. So imagine having an unrealized, you know what I mean, when they start unrealizing gains on people, you know what I mean, like the working class, the regular people, that's going to be a problem. Well, you could work overtime, you know what I mean, or you could have a realized, you know what I mean, or you could sell your house right now, so we just going to start taxing you because you could, you know, you got to unrealized, like, you know, gain in your property value and things like that. I mean, they could do anything they want. You could like potentially buy a car. So, you know what I mean? Because you could buy a car. Like we wouldn't like just tax you because it's unrealized buying a car. Like they could do anything, bruh. You know, so like when I look at like her tax policy, some of the things that she's trying to do, it's just insane to me, bro. And what they always do is they start with the rich and then it trickles down and then they hit us with it. You know, why is the working class people paying like all of this income tax? It's ridiculous. You know, so yeah, like I don't think she's the better candidate. I don't think so at all. And the by the looks of things, I don't think a lot of people think she's a very good candidate. Like, didn't we just watch the Young Turks, which is super liberal, ultra liberal, and they're having a problem with her right now. Talking about, well, I don't know, like it's looking bad in the polls. She's gonna have to do something. We just watched a video on that yesterday. So I think a lot of people are starting to question whether or not Kamala Harris is fit for the job, is what it is. You know? D said maybe this is in Puerto Rico. I don't know, bro. I think this is, he said he lives in Tampa, Florida. He's a construction worker born in New Jersey.
They are
of Cuban origin. I think that's yo, yeah, hey, off the top, I'm grinding, bro. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. That's what I'm doing. I'm also trying to inform people what's going on. Like, there is so much information out here that they do not want y'all to see. And just like the last lives that we did, like we played like what Dr. Phil like interviewed Robert Kennedy, you know what I mean? And had him talk, and then Kennedy exposed a lot that was going on with pharma, you know what I mean? So it's a lot, and Kennedy, now you see why Kennedy is making a switch. You know, and then now you get to hear like what, you know what I mean? Because now I'm playing the videos and you hearing like what other Americans are thinking about all of this. And then we're seeing like in other videos what's going on with North Carolina, how inactive they are. You know, so yeah, I mean, I think it's more that I can do besides talking about battle rap or J. Cole. You know what I mean? Is what I think.
That this is not a time for people to play politics. You know, I started my career.
What she means? So he asked him like, "What you gonna do for the people in Florida with this hurricane thing?" And she said, "This is not a time to play politics." Well, I don't know. Like Mr. DeSantis of Florida, the governor that's actually, you know, hitting the ground running, trying to make every like preparation that he can for his citizens, doing the interviews and everything that he needs to do to inform everybody what's going on, like working with different, you know what I mean, companies to make sure, you know, his state is good. Like, I mean, he said he didn't even want to answer your call because your call was politically motivated. But then she's going to get on here on Univision and say, you know, like it's like she don't want to make this about politics. Like, what is she talking about, bro?
As a prosecutor. And
but I do feel like, you know, this is their network. If they do want to speak like their language, they're entitled to do that. You know what I mean? Like, this is their network. I don't want to like seem like separatism on that. But if you're sitting there speaking to the president, you know, or the vice president of the United States, a candidate that's running for office, I think it would, one, time-wise, you know, would be more effective if you would just speak English. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But like I said, this is their channel. This is their network. This is how they want to do. Well, remember we watched that? Like, do I have to show that again? Well, let me show y'all this, bro. Do y'all want to say, like, do I have to show this again? Like when she sat there and she's shaking everybody's hands. Like it was a photo op is what she did. Let me see.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I cannot believe this lady, man. Like if y'all vote for her, like, I mean, you do whatever you want to do.
Good afternoon, everyone.
This is unbelievable.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kamala Harris.
Eddie Buffalo.
Thank you for your work, Mr. Buffalo.
Alan Boyer.
Thank you for your work.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Hi, I'm Esther Mann. I'm Mayor of Asheville. Good to
Oh,
see you.
yes, of course, Mayor. It's good to talk to you.
Yes, it was good to talk with you.
I'm looking.
She didn't even know who that was. She had to tell her, I'm the mayor of this. She didn't even know. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Stop talking to me so we can sit down and take these pictures, so I can move on to the next. Like, this is a photo op, bro. She don't talk to these people.
Conversation. Thank you.
Shout out to DAMNMAN. He said, funny story. I came from Detroit Union Hall. There were huge Harris signs. I asked the rep, what's with the signs? He said, politics. Mind you, we pro-Trump. LMAO.
Thank you again, Mayor. Thank you.
Shout out to you for the donation, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for sponsoring this.
Governor.
And stuff like that, man. People like super chatting and, you know what I mean, getting their opinion out there. Like that's very dope, man. Like, cause I just worked 12 hours. I wasn't expecting that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
Thank you, Robert. Do you have a job?
This is a photo op, yo. So this is the work that she's doing. These people are smiling, super excited. They don't know her. They were handpicked and selected to go to this photo op. If they knew her and if she was constantly in communication with these people, it would be no like super, hi, nice to meet you, and all that. Oh, it's me, I'm the mayor, and it would be none of that. It would be like, all right, we're sitting down, let's get to the work. I see through it. I don't know if y'all see through it. I see through it.
Kamala Harris, Chief, thank you so very much. General, thank you. Congresswoman, thank you, thank you. Please have a seat, everybody.
Well, Madam Vice President, we are so glad to see you and welcome you once again to North Carolina. This has been an unprecedented disaster for our state, but what you are seeing,
what we are seeing is a photo op. We're gonna kiss your tushy. She's smiling. People are in distress. In North Carolina, they've been turning people away, citizens, as trying to help. Elon Musk is trying to bring Starlink out there, but they're turning them away. They don't want them to have internet. We seen Glenn Beck go out there and talk to FEMA, like, yo, why are the trucks away from the sites where people can see them? Like, people don't know where these trucks are. We just seen that. All of this is going on, and she's sitting here smiling. She's smiling. This is a photo op.
to you and the Biden-Harris administration, state and local officials, volunteers, private organizations, this has been a massive, unprecedented response. We are deeply...
$750. Oh, let me show y'all something. We're going to get back to the Univision in 1 second. You know the $750? Guess what I found out? It's not the 750. Y'all ain't going to believe this, bro. It's not $750 per person. It's per household. Shout out to him.
About a hurricane, of the houses that were impacted by the Hurricane Helene have homeowners insurance. I'm sorry, not homeowners, have flood insurance. Only 2%. You know what that means? You have a $300,000 house, gone. And you don't have the money. It's wiped out. And FEMA's giving them what? $750. You know, I thought it was $750 per person in the house. It's $750 per household. Jeez. If you live in a house with 6 people, it's just $750. Okay, while this is taking place.
That is insane. That is insane. Hit the like button, y'all.
However, as if that wasn't bad enough already, now you got Hurricane Milton on its way. And I know you've done a couple skits that's funny and all this other stuff. There's nothing funny about this. This is now Cat 5, and it's at a point. By the way, these are people leaving Tampa. They're literally...
Look at this traffic. We're trying to get out of there.
Leaving Tampa. This is a good picture. I saw pictures with traffic that was, I mean, it was horrible. And Rob, if you can pull up the mayor of Tampa, what she just said in an interview yesterday with CNN, if you can pull that up. She's been interviewed, and she's being asked, hey, how bad is it? Look what she says. She doesn't flinch. Listen to this.
It's halfway through this.
This is literally catastrophic. And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
She tries to make it political.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12.
Yo, she trying to make this a political issue, and this lady trying to get these people to evacuate.
That is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
She tries to make it political.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge. I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge. But it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now. Or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse. Some of the predictions are saying that Pinellas County, to the south of us, the entire county is going to be underwater. So this is something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If I don't know, is that fear mongering, or is she? Is it real? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a big claim that the whole county is going to be underwater. But I mean, she's the professional. I'm not. She is the professional. I'm not. So we see a big photo op, but let's get back to it.
Republicans, Democrats.
Because she's not trying to make this political, right? Jay Nicole said you have to be blunt because people don't listen. Exactly. You can't put a veil over it. You have to just tell them no, you need to get out or it's over. You know what I mean? She got to say that.
Been before that we're watching them. And at a moment of desperation for these individuals and families, whether it be to be able to...
Shout out to David Unrich LDJ with the $1.99. I appreciate that.
Get temporary shelter at a hotel, for gas prices, for even airline tickets, that we'll be watching if they're jacking up prices.
I do like what she said, though, right? Because she's just yo, this is a disaster, and people are predatory, right? If they know that you are in need for something, they will try to jack prices up. They'll do that in a heartbeat. The America, everybody sticks together, let you need something out here and see how predatory it can get. So she's saying that they want to make provisions to make sure that's not happening. She said they're watching, but, I don't know how much she can really do about that in controlling business.
To make sure there'll be serious consequence. And that's the kind of work I will do going forward. I have spent my career, the vast majority...
But have you done anything to make sure that's not happening? It's what I'm... Maybe she has. I don't know. I haven't heard of her doing anything to make sure they're not price gouging.
My career.
Story is crazy, bro. And I do want to put this out here. So this lady, she ends up... One of her parents... she loses for whatever reason, right? So she's trying to tell Kamala Harris, my parents have been here for years, but, I helped my father get his citizenship. I was unable to help my mother get her citizenship, and she ended up passing, right? And she kind of living in the shadows because she can't have access to the American healthcare system. So what are you gonna, so basically my parents are illegal. I worked hard to try to make sure my father becomes legal, but I couldn't make it to make sure my mother becomes legal. So my mom ends up passing. What are you gonna do to ensure people that are illegal have full access to healthcare is what she's saying, which is insane. I feel her that she's going through a loss, but that is insane, bruh. That's like saying yo, I'm going to China illegally. I'm hiding out. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to get deported back to America. And I'm expecting China to give me full health care. Or I'm going to Europe. I'm out there illegal. I haven't gone through the process, but I'm expecting Europe to give me universal health care because I'm entitled to that, even though I'm here illegally. So, like, the question to me is mind-boggling that this lady is sitting here asking Kamala Harris this. But watch how Kamala Harris answers this question. It is insane.
Vicepresidenta.
I'm sorry that she had to go through that. Her family had to go through that. You know, her mother is no longer here. She lost her 6 weeks ago. I think it is literally insane that this lady is expecting a vice presidential candidate to basically say, you know, give that they're going to give illegal people like, you know what I mean? That like, bruh, that is the wildest question. Shout out to Cassandra that's in there. Hit the like and share button. Appreciate that. That is insane. Am I the only person that's thinking that? And we all know what they doing. The left, right? They want people to come in here in droves, come in here, We didn't even, we reacted and seen a video of somebody going around and asking all of these people who came over here how easy it was to come here and all of that. We watched the video with all that. But the left wants everybody to come here, right? Depend on them so that they can end up in turn voting for. Once they get an influx, and what they were saying on 60 Minutes, like, oh, it's quadrupled in the past 2 years of how many people have been crossing that border illegally. And then now they're saying things like, yo, California wants to do away with voter ID. Different states want to do away with voter ID so that they can just go to the polls and vote. And who do you think they're going to vote for? Whoever that's going to make it easier for them. Now, once that happens, the small minority of black people that the Democrats normally pander to, you are no longer important. The white people that, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all. But they kind of tired of trying to figure out a way to pander to y'all. If they can get like a whole lot of influx of illegals in here, oh, you better believe they gonna be pandering to them. She is sitting on Univision. And this lady is asking her a question on what are you gonna do to make sure families who are here illegal get the health care that they deserve. Wait a minute. Like I said, with all due respect, I do not like that she had to live through this, that she's here. She didn't ask for this, her parents to be here illegally. She didn't ask for that, but they came here illegally. And she grew up, she helped her father get status, and her mom was illegal. She's expecting her mom to get, like, what? And she got the nerve to sit up there and ask this lady, like, whether or not you like Kamala Harris or not, I am appalled that she just asked that question. Do we got to rewind it? Do I got to put it in subtitles? Listen to what she just asked Kamala Harris.
6 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And born to Mexican parents.
This is the gall they have. Bro, Americans... Can you imagine us going to an election that's going on over there in Europe, sitting up there asking a whoever about to run for prime, whatever they call it over there, and be like, yo, what you gonna do about us getting universal health care and we here illegal? We deserve it. Like, what? The gall for them to just like, bro, you is crazy. This is insane, man. Back to go like, bro. If I'm listen, like I'm saying this with all due respect. If I'm in Europe illegally, right? I get sick, and I can't get proper health care. I'm expecting resources from a country that I'm not even supposed to be in. my mind would say, okay, now I got to go back to America to get the health care I need. That's what I would be thinking. Not just sitting around in Europe waiting to, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even supposed to be here. I do not understand the mindset. This is the craziest question that this lady could have asked. I don't care about the tears. The tears are what's making y'all blind out here. Come to America, yes, legally. No amount of tears that this lady is crying right now, and like I said, all due respect, changes the fact that they were here undocumented. Her her mother and father. Kudos to her, she got her father documented. So all of this crying is supposed to make a presidential candidate say, okay, y'all could just come here and then get all of the health care, while Americans got to sit here and buy all this super expensive insurance. 2 or 3 health crises away, one health crisis away from losing your house, taking out a second mortgage, and you know what I'm saying? And we should just give you everything because you're crying. It don't work like that. I'm not about to go to Mexico and be like, y'all got to give me everything now because I'm here illegal. Thug life, give me everything. Like that, it don't work like that. To fix the immigration system before they did anything. Before they try to fix the economy, before they try to fix, before they do anything, they're worried about the immigration system. I wonder why. I see Trump saying things like, yo, I want to make sure that there's no tax on overtime pay. Before they can help Americans, they want to think about them. But all the thinking about them did a lot, right? Because when she did a 60 Minutes interview, the guy's sitting there telling her within 2 years, the past 2 years, the influx of people coming in have quadrupled. He didn't say doubled, he said quadrupled. And he covers that stuff. The amount of fentanyl coming into America has skyrocketed. And she told him, you know what? We cut the fentanyl by coming in here by half. But if it's quadrupled in the past 2 years and you cut it by half, it's still like a multiple. So what are they really trying to do? She said, oh, before we try to fix the economy and we try to do this and fix that, we thought about y'all. Let's see what she got to say. That they should have came over here legally. Why are you softball talking? Like, I'm sorry. I hate that you had to go through that. Your mother, but this is how the United States is set up. You're supposed to come over here through a process so that you can gain your legal citizenship. This is how it's supposed to work. Unfortunately, they did not follow that. And unfortunately, this is what happens. So we would like people to be able to have the health care that they feel like they deserve, but there's a way to get it. And sometimes people may not have the education. They come over here, they have to learn a new language. They got to, go to school. They got to figure out, ways to learn. But in the reality of it, so we can stop this from happening to other people, so people are not passing away in the shadows, we have to make sure people come over here legally. Y'all should be putting that message out there.
Congress, including one of the most conservative members of the United
They're not paying taxes. They just working under the table, sending the money back. So more of their families can come over. I'm just saying what allegedly could be going on. They're coming over here like crazy, coming over here like crazy. They gotta live somewhere. Only so many people can fit in the house. Working under the table, you know what I mean? They get another place to live. Now, you know, building more and more housing. The cost of housing is going up because not enough housing to support the amount of people that are coming over. Like, oh, it's a lot going on. Wait a minute. But you gonna keep it real. Alleged. This is just something she said. This is alleged.
Enrique, we were talking about it. In terms of real leadership is about solving problems on behalf.
So you can't. So basically what the whole Democratic Party is running off of, right? Because we looked at the vice presidential debate with J.D. Vance and Tim Walz. We looked at the presidential debate with Trump and Kamala Harris. We've heard her talk on multiple different platforms. And all I'm hearing is that we don't have any power because Trump has influence. This is what they're saying, but they've been in here for 4 years. But they have no power. If you have no power, why am I going to vote for you? Does that make sense? Shout out with the Mafioso with the $5 donation. Salute Piperboy. If these illegals were to vote for Trump, you think they would still keep the border open? Trump's been like very adamant on like closing the border. And then Mr. New York BX, he said, preach Piperboy. Harris is a dang liar. Aspirations, dreams, and ambitions. LOL. What a clown. She been VP for 3.5 years. Has done nothing for blacks, bro. People are going off on her, bro. Like, they going off. They are getting so tired of her, bro. Let me show you this.
Been to the store. This woman obviously ain't been to the store since she made the economy. Because she'll know not to even get up there and say nothing about no motherfucking $750 that don't do shit in a grocery store. We ain't talking about clothes. These people lost everything. And you talk about $750. But you'll give Ukraine billions to just blow up. I can't make this up. I can't.
Oh, they waking up. They waking up. Everybody's waking up. And people are mad, like the ones that still stuck. They mad. Like, she mad. She like, oh, black people now, they're being conservative. Why are so many black people being conservative? It's driving her crazy.
Because she was covering other stuff, the YSL trial and all that. So I would look up lives while I was at work, and a lot of these people, and I wanted to support black creators. So I would look for black people who are covering this, and so many of them are Trump supporters.
Why not just, hold on, before we get to it, why not just cover, you know what I mean, support a creator? I see a lot of white creators that are pro-black or pro-America, pro-black. Why does it just have to be somebody that's just black? We all got to get out of this super racist mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we are black and we're experiencing different things, like, in the world, in America, and things like that. Yeah, I get it, but don't just vote for somebody because they're black or because they're a woman. Because this is why she going crazy now. Like, well, these black people, like they started to second guess things and like, we supposed to be in a Democrat club?
Covering other stuff, the YSL trial and all that. So I would look up lives while I was at work, and a lot of these people, and I wanted to support black creators. So I would look for black people who are covering this, and so many of them are Trump supporters. There are black Trump supporters everywhere. YouTube.
Everywhere. Like, yes. We waking up. Shout out to Nova Lotus Myers with the $20. Give you a clap. Shout out to you. Good morning, Piper Boy. Thank you. Stepping out of the battle rap lane to do entertainment and political content. You are going to hit 100K in no time. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that. Dang. With the $2, he said, we all see through the BS. Salute to MAGA 2024. Look. And people, she don't know what to do. Now, I'm seeing Trump supporters everywhere. Well, if Trump was so racist, and everybody just believes that, right? Why are so many people supporting him? She don't know what to do.
Black people who are covering this, and so many of them are Trump supporters. There are black Trump supporters everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. And I'm like, wait, we were all here 4 years ago. We were all here when the insurrection.
We're all stuck in the mindset. And they lived through the pandemic. They had a whole year of their life taken away. They lived through gas prices going up. They just lived through grocery prices going up. And Kamala Harris, they're watching her on The View talking about she wouldn't do nothing different than Biden. We watch interest rates go crazy. And allegedly there was like a, deciding vote, and Kamala Harris was a deciding vote on whether or not they was going to act on that. So all of this living we did in 4 years, people are starting to see they want their money. Somebody's making it harder for them. Oh, people been saving up trying to buy houses. I bought my house when Trump was here. Go look for a house now. There's a lot of businesses buying them up. You don't think people are seeing this? The American dream is fleeting now. This is a problem. People are not just looking at color no more. Some people like you that may be unfortunately stuck in that. Some people are looking at their lives. They've got kids. They want to leave their kids something. And they're making America worse. And all they can say to us is, and Tim Watts did it too. I'm from a middle-class family and a small town. Like, that's what they gonna do to us. Like we 75 years old or something and can't remember. Sorry if you're 75 years old, you're watching me. Stay subscribed. Shout outs. People are waking up. I want another house. I'm investing. I don't like a lot of capital gains taxes. Do y'all like that? I heard Kamala Harris tell people, everybody complaining about this and that. Why don't they just save up? Well, she don't even know. A lot of people are paycheck to paycheck out here. That's why they starting to complain on TikTok. Oh, you know what they did? The Democratic Party, they went after TikTok. They're forcing a sale. But then the same people that are forcing a sale are on TikTok promoting their campaign. You don't see a problem with this? And we watched the video, right? And I'm going to show y'all this video. I'm not playing. We watched Hillary Clinton say that social media is a problem. She said if social media does not get in check, they are going to lose control. I played it like 17 times in like different videos. But Hillary Clinton said that. I didn't say it. She said it. Why do they want to sanitize the internet so much? Why is it a problem for people to have opinions on social media? Why does Hillary Clinton have to say that? I think I got so disgusted, I just I threw it out. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I may be coming up on it. Why is Hillary Clinton saying that? That's a problem. I don't know where it is, but it's a big problem. Why am I hearing all you want to do is tax the rich, and all Trump care about is the rich people. He giving the rich people tax breaks. Well, I just heard him announce his plan.
So announcing that as part of our additional tax cuts, we will end all taxes on overtime. You know what that means?
Why can't you do that if you're for the people? Allegedly, Trump is not for the people. Why did, when this North Carolina situation, shout out to Jesus Luna with the $10 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for sponsoring this. Why is Trump talking for the people and you're supposed to be talking for the people? Is this Trump or is this?
So announcing that as part of our additional tax cuts, we will end all taxes on overtime. You know what that means?
Whether he can do it or not, him even attempting to do it is big. It means something. But then we see this.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for...
While we watched you give $1.5 billion to Ukraine.
FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been...
This is game changer, bro. This $750. This is gonna go a long way. This is gonna help people fix their houses. You know what I mean? Everything. But it even gets worse than this, right? She tries to act like she's black, and this is why you get that girl freaking out. Oh, Trump supporters they're black and they're everywhere. Like, Candace Owens revealed that lady that Kamala Harris was sitting on her lap, that older lady, wasn't her grandmother like y'all was thinking. That black lady, that was the alleged help. How many accents does Kamala have? I don't know. Can somebody tell me in the chat, how many accents does Kamala have? And I guarantee you this girl want to vote for her just because she a woman.
Other stuff, the YSL trial and all that. So I would look up lives while I was at work, and a lot of these people, and I wanted to support black creators. So I would look for black people who are covering this, and so many of them are Trump supporters. There are black Trump supporters everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. And I'm like, wait, we were all here 4 years ago. We were all here when the insurrection happened. We were all here when we saw that man incite violence. And
I don't remember him inciting anything. But I will say this. American citizens, like when you had like Nevada, everybody like stepping out like, wait, like how are y'all saying this is going on? Like, and you got the whole Nevada like on the streets saying like, yo, like this is not a representation of us. Or when, you know, Mayor Giuliani was like, yo, I want to sit in there and watch them count the ballot. Why did they give him a big problem about it? Why did his people have to stand so far away? Why was that a big problem? Regardless of what you think, homegirl, when those people that she's pandering to right now, that don't feel like they got to come here legally and can get everything that you get, when they get more of those people in here, you are no longer going to be a factor. When Elon Musk is saying this is the most important election ever, think about it. And he's up there, he's talking about, yo, they're trying to do away with voter ID. This is a problem. I'm not even from this country, but I see this as a problem. This is a threat to democracy. Because once they do that, you don't know who's going to be at these polls. So all this black people, they're supporting Kamala. Yes. I mean, Trump. Yes. They see a big problem going on, and it ain't getting fixed. The only thing they see is they're pandering more and more to people who are coming here illegally. Shout out to DAMN with the $5 donation. As a journeyman roofer, he said, we have the work to work OT, but no one wants to, because if I work 42 hours, I got $21 more for 48 hours and I make $39 sick. So I don't know, bro. Well, OTIS with the donation, appreciate you. I'm sorry, like, I know it's early, but this is like infuriating me that this lady sat here and she had the gall to ask Kamala Harris, what you gonna do about people? Like, how they gonna get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the healthcare Americans are supposed to be getting, you know what I mean? If they hear illegal. Like, you need to fix this. You need to make sure illegals can get health care and have access to everything. This is what the lady is saying to her. Let me show y'all this, bro. I don't know this girl, but shout out to her. Remember that lady said, oh, with black people, they're Trump supporters and blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's changing.
Michelle Obama decided to speak at the DNC, and she had a lot to say about her upbringing, about the affirmative action of generational wealth, and about trans and LGBTQ identifying children. Let's watch.
Hit the like button. If I come in here and talk about J. Cole, you want to hit the like button. If I come in here and talk about Cardi B, you want to hit the like button. We got an election coming up in 20-something days. Hit the like button. They trying to hide us.
Clip number 1.
We will never benefit from the affirmative action of generational wealth. A business or choke in a crisis, we don't get a second, third, or fourth chance. If things don't go our way, we don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No.
What you mean? Like, so are you trying to say white people are cheating others to get ahead? I know a lot of white people that be struggling. You got to stop with this racist stuff. What's her name? Michelle? So you trying to say every white person, let's keep it real, right? Sometimes we gotta, you know what I mean? Different things we gotta try harder, you know what I mean, to get the same results. It happens. But not every white person's got a silver spoon. Not every white person is out here cheating to get ahead. Not all of them. So we got to stop, because what she's doing is she's pushing that rhetoric out. And then the people like that lady, like, oh, the black people, like, they believe all of this. She believes all of this. Like, what that lady at? She believes this. Because of what these people are pushing out. It's insane.
If we bankrupt a business or choke in a crisis, we don't get a second, third, or fourth chance. If things don't go our way, we don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No. We don't get to change the rules so we always win.
So every white person is changing the rules so they always win? I just gave a white person $10 like when I went into the gas station to get a Diet Coke. Because he was living on the street. Like, not every, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like, let's see what she got to say. I don't like where you're going with this, Michelle Obama. Because this is like promoting, you know what I mean? Like, all white people are bad. Bad whitey. Bad. They cheat. They steal. They're bad. I remember when Obama was running for president, it was mad white people out there supporting Obama. There were mad white people out there on radio stations, like, going all out for Obama. Propping up Michelle Obama. Like, this is a, you know what I mean? You guys should believe in her and Obama. They're trying to do this. There's a lot of white people doing it. So you trying to say they was all scamming and scheming? Am I right or am I wrong?
We see a mountain in front of us. We don't expect there to be an escalator waiting. And
you know what? Oh, so now, like, white people have to expect an escalator. You know what I remember? When Trump was running, the 4 years that he was running, I felt like I had a lot of money. I didn't really feel like white people was like robbing me and cheating me and all, you know what I mean? I ain't feel like that. I felt like it was like, hey, inflation was low. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what y'all was feeling. I didn't feel like I'm walking down the street and Whitey's in the background like trying to get me up. I wasn't thinking that. I felt like everybody was a little bit more united under Trump. That's what I felt. Everybody doing good. They driving the cars they want. They living in the house. They done bought houses. They chilling. People got jobs. The stock market good. People seeing gains. Everybody, like, every time I'm driving by people like that. Hey, we got a subscriber in here. Scribble said, I had plenty of paper. You wasn't seeing all the time people complaining about grocery prices. That happened under you guys' control. So while you sitting here trying to make it seem like, oh, bad Whitey, bad Whitey, bad Whitey, I felt like we was a little bit more united. That's what I want to say.
To take us to the top.
And now they depend on, they expect escalators.
Change the rules so we always win. If we see a mountain in front of us, we don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top. No. We will.
Sorry, y'all. Do y'all hear how racist that is?
Get her, talk crazy to wait a minute. She sees it too. Do y'all see this? When Michelle Obama is trying to preach, and then I seen Obama doing his speech, oh, black men need to vote for Kamala. Like, what are you talking about?
That's crazy. And it begs the question, first of all, who is we? I'm going to insinuate, since this whole crowd of all these different people are cheering, we means people of color, and that's just what she's throwing in. Clearly, she's insinuating black people, of course. Black people are at the top of the hierarchy when it comes to people of color in leftist ideology. So she said, we don't get second and third chances when we lose our businesses or bankrupt ourselves. We don't get to lie and cheat to make our way to the top. When we're at the bottom of a mountain, we don't expect an escalator to show up. So what she's really meaning is that white people are liars, they are cheaters, they expect everything to be handed to them. White people own this entire system and get to create whatever it is that they want. White people get handed second, third, and fourth chances. How that works, I don't know. Do you white people, let me know. Do y'all have a hotline y'all call when you need a second or third chance?
I like her. She see through the BS. She see through the BS. No, I sped it up because I'm reacting to it. I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she a network. But she see through the BS.
And fourth chances. How that works, I don't know. Everything to be handed to them. White people own this entire system and get to create whatever it is that they want. White people get handed second, third, and fourth chances. How that works, I don't know. Do you white people, let me know. Do y'all have a hotline y'all call when you need a second or third chance? And you go through a little questionnaire about your heritage and your skin color, and all of a sudden you're granted that second, third, or fourth chance. I have no idea what the hell this woman is talking about. But
she's trying to push separatism. Because when people are united, that's the only thing they can do. Like, oh, we got to divide them again. That's what we got to do. We got to work on dividing them. Let's listen to this. Hold on.
It is good to be back in Pittsburgh. talk to your mom and dad and aunts and uncles, because together we have a chance to choose a new generation of leadership in this country and start building a better and stronger and fairer and more hopeful America. Now, you've already heard tonight, this election's going to be tight.
Why is the election tight? If Trump was such a bad president, why is the election tight? Shouldn't Kamala Harris just be floating through? If Trump was so bad, y'all done everything that y'all could to Trump. Y'all prosecuted him, tried to give him a whole bunch of felonies. You know what I mean? Wasting a whole bunch of taxpayer dollars and resources. You had all kind of meetings and, you know what I'm saying, from different like governmental agencies to try to get him, to indict him on this and indict him on that. Try to get him on the insurrection and get him on the. Y'all spent a lot of money. Hey, that's probably why the deficit is so crazy. I don't remember Trump doing all little dirty politics to ensure an election. So y'all did all of that? And it's a tight race? And then we got y'all liberals out here saying that Trump was just winning in the polls. How is that even possible? I don't understand it. If Trump is, hold on, Trump is bad. That's what y'all been telling us all this time, right? That's what I've been hearing from y'all.
Because there are a lot of Americans who are still struggling out there. They're still striving to make life better for themselves, for their families, and for their kids.
They're struggling because you guys have been running it. And you put people in a struggle. You think you're just going to get up there and everything's just going to be fine? And we're going to forget?
And let's face it, as a country, we've been through a lot these last few years.
Oh, we have. We definitely have. I can't even buy like a product anymore and look at the instructions and find English instructions. I've been having a lot of problems. Like when I'm buying stuff, I can't even like figure out how to work stuff because all the instructions ain't even in English. You don't remember what he said when that was going on? People was asking him like, yo, what do you think about the influx? And, you know, people coming over here not even speaking English. They coming over illegal. He was like, maybe you need to learn Spanish.
We had a historic pandemic wreaking havoc on communities and businesses. Disruptions from the pandemic then caused prices to spike.
Yeah, because you shut down the world, the United States, for a whole year. Forcing people to depend on y'all. So your friends, allegedly, can make money. Oh, didn't we just see Robert Kennedy expose them? Didn't we just watch that, y'all? Hey, didn't we watch that? Let me show y'all, because some people probably missed that. Shout out to Dr. Phil for putting that out. You know what I mean? And I'm going to end up showing these people that, because people need to see how dirty y'all are.
We can talk about this all day.
And people are like, yo, why is... Hold on. Shout out to Dr. Phil, man. You didn't even have to do this interview. And I know this interview was crazy for you to do. Oh, before I do that, why is this being sanitized from the internet?
3,000 children died because of you.
Kamala Harris, like, is with, who was that, Jimmy Kimmel? And the crowd is going at her? Why is that sanitized from the internet? Y'all trying to paint a picture like everybody loves her? Y'all even, like, fixed the 60-minute interview. Made it look better than what it was.
15,000 children died because of you. Stop the genocide. You're a murderer. 15,000 children died. Kamala Harris. It's good to have you back. Stop.
You're interrupting my flow.
And Jimmy Kimmel's laughing. They're talking about a serious matter. He's saying, you're interrupting my flow.
You're interrupting my flow.
It's just like literally insane, man. And The View. This is what I think about The View.
Welcome back. The next president of the United States.
Clowns. Clowns. A clown show. A literal clown show. Unreal. This is the interview. So people are wondering, like, yo, why did Robert Kennedy decide, like, he's no longer gonna, like, support the Democratic Party? Listen to what he's saying. I'm not saying this. He is. And this goes back to my point.
Let me ask you this about Big Pharma, and this is about vaccines. You say that the government regulators have been bought off by Big Pharma. I think that's what you're saying when you say that this entanglement has occurred. You said agency employees are actually getting royalties, getting payments on vaccines and drugs that they approve. Is that true?
Was that going on, Barack? Don't let these people that look iconic fool you into what really may have been going on. I'm not saying this. This is one of the Kennedys about to tell you what's going on.
Yes, there's a couple things happening. For example, the Moderna vaccine. NIH owns half of that vaccine, 50%. So the billions of dollars that vaccine makes, half of that goes to NIH, the agency, but there's also individuals, at least 4 and maybe 6 individuals who work for NIH who are high-level deputies under Anthony Fauci who get to collect $150,000 a year forever. Not
as long as that jab stuff is in circulation, they get to collect $150,000 a year forever. And we were told to believe this dude. It gets worse. I don't even know if y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that. I just got off a 12-hour workday. I'm up here, I'm grinding, I'm talking to y'all, showing y'all what's going on. I'm not depending on the government handout. Just hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. But listen to what he says. So we already know, allegedly, they get $150,000 every year for the rest of their life. But it gets deeper than that. Listen to this.
Not just for their lives, but their children, as long as that mRNA.
Not just for the rest of their lives, their children as well, is what was in the contract. Listen to him.
Who get to collect $150,000 a year forever, not just for their lives, but their children. As long as that mRNA technology is on the market, they're going to be making money from it.
Okay,
and that is a conflict.
Hang on a minute now, because I don't want to blow by this too fast. So the National Institute of Health is getting a kickback, a bribe, a royalty, a share, whatever you want to call it. Is this not a clear conflict of interest?
Yes.
That's what you're pointing out, right?
Yeah, it is. People are shocked.
Okay, why are you the only one talking about this?
If you talk about this kind of thing, you get censored on YouTube. You will not be allowed on the mainstream media to talk about these issues. It used to be that you could, and nowadays you cannot. With FDA, about 50% of FDA's budget comes from regulated industries, so mainly the pharmaceutical industries. You have agency capture on steroids. The principal objective of FDA today is to serve the mercantile interests of pharmaceutical companies. And that's why you see FDA not only approving all of these drugs that shouldn't be approved, but they also are, out to destroy things that are actually shown to be good for you that do not make profits for the pharmaceutical company.
I remember Trump going after the Purdue, responsible for the opiate crisis. They had to pay billions of dollars. I remember that. What have they done besides nice speeches?
And that put a strain on family budgets. And in many ways, it's felt like the aspirations of working people have taken a back seat to the priorities of the rich.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hit the like button. My blood pressure, though. Like, this is making my blood pressure, like,
powerful. So I get it, why people are looking to shake things up. I mean, I am the hopey changey guy. So I understand people feeling frustrated and feeling we can do better.
Yeah, we feel very frustrated, Obama. Very frustrated. Are y'all in the chat frustrated? He don't even know what to say. The king of words is out of words. It's difficult for him to sit here and try to defend this administration. That is the issue he's dealing with right now. Because he gotta, you know what I mean? People are struggling. People are having a problem. People are having a hard time right now. Folks are out there struggling. Yeah, they are.
And in many ways, it's felt like the aspirations of working people have taken a back seat to the priorities of the rich and the powerful. So I get it.
How does this even make sense to y'all? Like, he's talking to people that don't have a brain. He said he gotta lie. He said, Scribble said he's gotta lie. Yeah, he's gotta lie. Because she's in a situation and she now has to do town halls. She now has to do multiple different interviews, like, regularly. Because the Howard Stern interview of her, like, doing an interview talking about her mom when she was growing up. Like, interviews like that ain't really cutting it no more. So she got to get back out there. And now Obama has to come in here and try to defend this. But he's saying, like, yo, it's the rich and the elite that's making people suffer. I remember the Democrats being in office for the past 4 years. What is he talking about? When the rich and the elite were running it, things were different.
Why people are looking to shake things up. I mean, I am the hopey changey guy. So I understand people feeling frustrated and feeling we can do better. What I cannot understand is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you, Pennsylvania. I don't understand.
Because he's already done it. He has no game plan. He thought he was just going to get out here and wing it. And to a thinking man, he makes no sense. Look at that sad look on his face. Obama, let's get real. You know when Trump was in here, people were better off. You know that. You know there were no wars going on when Trump was here. You know that Vladimir Putin wasn't endorsing him like he's doing Kamala. You know that Iran didn't have $500 billion extra dollars. Like, you know that. You know this whole Israel thing wasn't going on. You know that, don't you? You know Ukraine didn't, you know what I mean? They didn't have to send billions of dollars over there. You know that. And then that war is impacting, like, prices of things and goods and exports and imports. Like, you know that. It's like a trickle-down effect with wars. So tell me one thing, Obama, to a thinking man. How is everything better under you guys? When you literally just said you understand right now it's hard to believe, you know, people are struggling. You just said that. You are freestyling horribly.
Understand that.
Because one thing I will say about Obama, I will give him credit on, right? Immigration. He was getting people up out of America left and right. They call him the immigration guy. Like he was, you got to go. But since he left office, they kind of like, open up the borders. Let him come over here. We're going to figure out a way to make him vote. Then we won't need the blacks no more. We won't have to talk to Charlemagne. We won't have to pander to them. Have Megan Thee Stallion up there twerking Quavo. We won't have to do none of this. Because we going to go over there to Univision and pander to them.
To lose that, but I know that her spirit is alive. I know her spirit is alive. And will you tell me her name and let's speak?
And we're going to sit here and listen to people say, oh, well, we're here illegally, but we should be having all of the health care. And you got to listen to stuff like that, Miss Kamala. How do you feel? And then shout out to Gloss 5031 with the $10 donation, says 70% of America's wealthy is owned by Democrats. 70% of America's, I think you meant wealth, is owned by Democrats. Obama is lying. Let's look up something, guys. Let's play a game. Y'all want to play a game? We're not going to play this game that she's playing right here. Let's play a game. Obama's net worth. How much y'all think he's worth? Which source do you want to go? Forbes? Forbes, what did they say? $70 million. Let's play a game, guys. Hillary Clinton. Let's see how much she's worth. I can't even I'm not even like, I got to go to math school to even be able to read that. So that better not, hold on, bro. This can't be 32 million. Nah, bruh. Obama. How much is Michelle Obama worth? Hold on. Well, 70 million. Nah, Nancy Pelosi. Let's do her. Because she stopped a lot of bills from going through when she was in power. $240 million. I'm sorry, they got her at $250 million now. Remember when he was running for when he was debating? I can't remember which guy was talking to him, but he was like, yo, you got a lot of investments in China. And he didn't know what to say. When Trump was in office, he let it be known, y'all gonna accept our imports just like we accepting y'all's, or you getting tariffs. You want us to accept no, we ain't, come on, bro. This dude, bro, he is all smoke and mirrors.
Because there is absolutely no evidence that this man thinks about anybody but himself.
Didn't we just watch a video of Trump saying, he wants to, you know what I mean? Take away taxes on overtime? Let's see what this inflation talk is on the Breakfast Club.
No. Are we thriving? Is our members in your...
I do want to say, Deontay with the $10 donation, appreciate you. Thanks for sponsoring this. I appreciate that.
I would argue we're not really thriving right now. This inflation, which by the way was brought to us by Kamala Harris, has really slowed down people from being able to excel.
By Kamala?
Yes.
The vice president.
Oh, Charlemagne.
It's still the president.
Charlemagne, listen, man. when Joe Biden wanted to do his American Rescue Plan, Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate. She broke the tie that started this inflation that has hurt so many people in our country. Everybody listening to your show.
Hey, Deontay, did you hear that? He's a congressman? What? What did he just say? What did he just say?
No.
Are we thriving? Is our members in your state?
I would argue we're not really thriving right now. This inflation, which by the way was brought to us by Kamala Harris, has really slowed down people from being able to excel.
By Kamala?
Yes.
Vice president.
Oh, Charlemagne.
It's still the president.
Charlemagne, listen, man. When Joe Biden
Charlemagne's quickly trying to dumb down the audience. He's like, you're still a president. She was just vice president. It's still a president. He's trying to dumb down the audience. This is his job. Is to dumb you down. You ever notice, like, when anybody gets in there talking intelligent, he says the most outlandish thing, most inflammatory thing, the most, you know what I mean? Like SE charged thing. Like, he'll do anything to steer you or veer you off the path of learning. This guy's trying to tell you something and he's trying to steer you off the path. You don't even know what he's talking about. Check this out.
No.
Are we thriving? Is our members in your state?
I would argue we're not really thriving right now. This inflation, which by the way was brought to us by Kamala Harris, has really slowed down people from being able to excel.
By Kamala?
Yes.
Vice president.
Oh, Charlemagne.
It's still the president.
Charlemagne, listen, man. When Joe Biden wanted to do his American Rescue Plan, Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate. She broke the tie that started this inflation that has hurt so many people in our country. Everybody listening to your show. It's not true?
First of all, it's true that it's a tie-breaking vote.
You sure you want to go there?
Go outside, Congressman, when you go outside.
You sure you want to go there? Okay, let's go there.
You had it pretty
got
well.
notes.
Oh, the congressman got notes. Congressman's got notes.
Angela, right?
That's fine. I have notes too.
I'm gonna give it to Charlemagne.
I have today
I'm gonna give it to Charlemagne.
is that on
I don't
every
even want
question
to hold
I've asked,
because Angela, hold on now.
For every infrastructure project in your community,
you can go to
should
third
go
page,
out
just
and
the highlighted
thank
portion.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the Congress that voted for the American Rescue Plan.
Angela,
that's what should be happening.
She's trying to derail him from the point.
Larry Summers wrote an op-ed back in 2021. Larry Summers was the Treasury Secretary for Bill Clinton. He was an economic advisor to Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. He said that the American Rescue Plan that Joe Biden wanted, that Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate, would create a massive inflation that we have not seen in a generation. Well, guess what? Larry Summers was correct. You know who also was correct, Angela? I was, because I was in the Budget Committee when they brought the bill. And I said in that committee, it's going to cause massive inflation. That's what happened.
Burned her. You mean to tell me you know more than a congressman, lady? They're so infuriated because this guy's articulate. He knows what he's talking about, and he's black. And he's conservative. They don't know how to handle it. It's like, oh, he's getting us on all these points. I'm Charlemagne. I gotta act disinterested. We don't want the ears to hear this.
So the problem we have in our economy today is that prices have gone up massively. Wages adjusted for inflation is down. People's pocketbooks are hurting, but we have a presidential election in 40 days. So, and I'm gonna ask Envy this question. Envy, you're in the housing business as well. I know because I listen to the show. Interviewed. No, I'm just asking him a question. Chill, Angela.
Let him ask a question. She mad. She don't know what to do. He burned her. She pandering. He burned her.
So I listen to the show. I know you do a lot of business in housing. Mm-hmm. Would you hire somebody that broke up stuff in one of your houses to fix the other houses?
No.
Exactly. She broke the economy.
I'm not going to do this morning, Byron.
What do y'all think about that in the comment section below? You know what you always hear when you're talking to somebody that's on the other side of the aisle? Yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let's get this channel to 100,000 subscribers. You know what you always hear when you're talking to somebody from the other side of the aisle? Oh, the president doesn't control inflation. What did that congressman just tell you? This is sad, bro. And then shout out to James Gorkaya with the $2 donation. Hey, bring up the plan he proposed yesterday. What plan was that, bro? And then Donald Trump endorses Senate candidate in Arizona, crushed her liberal Democratic opponent last night, radical Ruben Gallego. Kari will help me secure our border, stop inflation, and make America great again. In person. Let's listen to this.
He voted against President Trump's national emergency on the border. He said the border's not that big of a deal in Arizona when he was talking to people who were donating money to his campaign, and said he's not an expert on the border. We need somebody who understands the threat on the border, and I do. And President Trump does, and on day one, we're going to get busy undoing the damage caused by Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Ruben Gallego, who's voted with them 100% of the time. You know, this isn't just about an open border. We've got 20 million people pouring in. They're taking jobs, they're taking housing. This is why nobody can afford housing anymore, because we're having to compete with people who've come in illegally.
What did I say earlier? She's pandering to them right now.
I am completely opposed to an open border. I am 100% for legal immigration. We're not.
Shout out to Deontay Kennedy with the $5 donation. He said, I served our country, saw the Democrats weaken our armed forces, Republicans regain force and foresaw a Russia plan, and they waited to evade. And then James Gorka with the $2 donation, he said yesterday at the Detroit Economic Club.
Not only going to extend the Trump tax cuts, we're going to make sure that we're not making anybody who's a senior citizen on Social Security pay taxes on their Social Security check. No more taxes on tips and no more taxes on overtime. We got to stop printing.
Hey, James, all y'all, Deontay, you hear this? She said that they don't want to tax tips because this is a tipping culture, like in America, because people don't make enough. Like when I went to Switzerland, Zurich, Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, when I went to Lake Como, Italy, you know, Genoa, Italy, or Genova, whatever you want to call it. When I went to France, like when I went to all of these different places, you know what I mean? Well, I really ate in like Italy and then Switzerland. It's a no tipping culture. If you tip them, they get mad. They feel like you think that they can't afford to live. In America, it's actually, they don't pay their people enough to where they have to ask you for tips for everything. You even just go to a store and just go to the register, ask for your food, you know what I'm saying? Order your food right there. They get your food, bring it to you at the register, and they're asking you for a tip. This is how, like, low they're paying people here. And so these people right here are trying to make sure if you work overtime, you don't get taxed on it. If you have to get tips, you don't get taxed on it. Why is this lady over here trying to be nice to a lady that family was over here illegally, instead of talking to you about she gonna try to make sure your taxes you ain't getting taxed all this money? Because her plan is to tax the rich, the people that make over $100 million, and she wants to do like a, you know what I mean, unrealized capital gains tax and all that. After a while, they hire 80-some thousand allegedly IRS agents to come after you. So when they tax the rich and they implement all these, like, you know what I mean, new taxes they want to do to the rich, eventually you're going to get those taxes. Just like income taxes started out for the rich people. And then guess who pays it now? Us. Don't let these people smile in your face and trick you.
I've said it before. Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago.
I mean, Donald Trump is so rich, he doesn't even have to like be in America and deal with what he has to deal with. That's how rich he is. Man, there's like a video I really want to show y'all, right? Let me see if I can play this for y'all. Because I think like people don't. Hold on. Victor. Let me see. But it's basically like a. Oh, wait a minute. Remember I was talking to y'all about this? Oh, look at this, guys.
If the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm. But if the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control.
Censorship. Got it. You want us all censored. Oh, I get it. That makes perfect sense now. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody said Univision accidentally broadcasted proof that Kamala used a teleprompter at her own hall, or her own town hall. Watched them panic when they realized they were showing the prompter live on air.
Victim of crime. Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? The only question I ever ask is, are you okay? And sadly,
Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you serious? This lady had a teleprompter at a town hall meeting. This is literally insane. Y'all don't see that teleprompter right there?
I ever ask is, are you okay?
7.2 million people saw this on Twitter. Nobody's talking about it.
And sadly, we have seen over the last 2 weeks since Hurricane Helene.
That is crazy. The teleprompter. Oh no. It says our First Amendment is under attack by the DC swans and will go. Oh, what?
Cannot lose this election. Here's John Kerry in a clip that went viral, saying something you never think you would hear before, at least openly. It was whispered behind the scenes. Now they're open about it. The First Amendment, forget it. We're finished if we lose. Because he thinks it's an obstacle to their propaganda campaigns. Check this.
And we just heard Hillary Clinton say that they need to sanitize the internet. Censor it. If not, they're going to lose total control. We literally just, this is stuff that you guys are not supposed to hear.
And I think the dislike of and anguish over social media is just growing and growing and growing. And it's part of our problem, particularly in democracies, in terms of building consensus around any issue.
Anguish against social media is growing and growing and growing.
Forget it. We're finished if we lose. Because he thinks it's an obstacle to their propaganda campaigns. Check this out.
And I think the dislike of and anguish over social media is just growing and growing and growing. And it's part of our problem, particularly in democracies, in terms of building consensus around any issue.
Oh my God. Oh my God. U.S. TikTok ban. When and why could the app be outlawed? Hey, they put forth legislation for that. They want total control. Ain't that what his friend said? This is hurting their propaganda campaign. And this fool said it.
Of and anguish over social media is just growing and growing and growing. And it's part of our problem.
Yeah, Nova, get the likes and super chats up. Bro, I guarantee you if I'm talking about rap or something, the super chats would be going crazy. The subscribers would be going crazy. And we talking about something. We got an election coming up. But they want to see DJ Academics with like 7 million followers or something crazy, 2 million followers. He talking about Drake all day.
Particularly in democracies, in terms of building consensus around any issue. It's really hard to govern today. You can't, there's no, the referees we used to have to determine what's a fact and what isn't a fact are kind of, been eviscerated to a certain degree.
This is so scary, man. Y'all don't realize why this guy, Elon Musk, is going so hard for the Republican Party. Oh, and Joe Rogan is supposed to be interviewing Donald Trump soon, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. Shout out to Elon Musk, because he knows what's up. Shout out to him.
You've got the tweets in all caps, the ranting and the raving about crazy conspiracy theories.
Oh, wait, so Donald Trump had a crazy conspiracy theory? You know what? I think he's showing some things about 60 Minutes in one of his tweets. I think in all caps or whatever his tweet kind of showed that 60 Minutes doctored up an interview, allegedly, with Kamala Harris, a giant fake news scam by CBS and 60 Minutes. Her real answer was crazy or dumb, or they actually replaced it with another answer in order to save her or at least make her look better. A fake news scam, which is totally illegal. Take away the CBS license. Election interference. She is a moron, and the fake news media wants to hide the fact an unprecedented scandal. The Dems got them to do this and should be forced to concede the election. Wow. Let's listen to this.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on.
Oh my God. Are y'all waking up now? 17.3 million people seen that. How many CNN gonna publish that? Are they gonna talk about it? New York Times, are they gonna talk about it? Talk about anything else? They don't want to talk about that? That seems like that's important. When y'all think that's important? Yo, Pierce Morgan is wild. He be smoking people in these thumbnails, bro. Yo, Pierce Morgan is crazy. Hold on. There's another video I wanted y'all to see. Yeah, I played it. But shout out to everybody. I think this dude was just freestyling. I think he's rusty. You know what I mean? That's what I think. As far as Kamala Harris, vote for who you want to vote for. I'm not going to bully you guys into voting any type of way. Madico Dillard with the $2 donation said Nashville in the house keeps spitting down facts. Shout out. Thanks for sponsoring this. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. Let's listen to this dude one more time.
Got the 2-hour speeches, word salad, just, it's like Fidel.
The word salad that you're doing right now. And the Kamala Harris, like, constant word salad.
His problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. You've got the tweets in all caps, the ranting and the raving about crazy conspiracy theories. You got the 2-hour speeches, word salad, just, it's like Fidel Castro, just on and on.
Oh my God. He didn't know what to say. It's like word salad, Fidel Castro, like, what are you talking about, Obama? Bro, you've like been president. Why am I seeing through this? Aren't you supposed to be smart? Shouldn't you like put a better veil on things so I don't know that you don't know what you're talking about? Because it doesn't seem like he knows what he's talking about. Obama is very disappointing right now. You're right, Twan. He's disappointing me. I was expecting a little bit better from you. It's like word salad, Fidel Castro. Like what?
Constant attempts to sell you stuff. Who does?
All right, y'all. Well, my bad, Obama. I'm not trying to go in on you. Shout out to you, bruh. You tried. It didn't work. You tried. You know what I'm saying? But I will be, like I said, we're going to go live. You know what I mean? Go crazy this weekend, but I got to go to sleep. I got to go to work. I work 12 hours. I wanted to spend some time with y'all. I rock with my subscribers. I'm going to shout people out. Shout out to Prod, Taj, Justin, Thompson, Susie, you know what I mean? Auto subscriber, Punk Chris, Draco, check it. Cherry, you know what I'm saying? Matico, shout out to everybody that donated. Shout out to I Am Group, you know what I mean? I appreciate you. Everybody that's been coming in. Deontay Kennedy, thanks for the donation. Everybody. But this dude right here, it wasn't effective. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Wait a minute. And we tied. We all tied. Everybody's tired of this. They lies, the pandering. We
Ain't been to the store since she made the economy. Because she'll know not to even get up there and say nothing about no motherfucking $750 that don't do shit in a grocery store. We ain't talking about clothes. These people lost everything. And you talk about $750. But you'll give Ukraine billions to just blow up. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. They'll give away billions to just blow up. But won't take care of these people, man. $750 gets you absolutely nothing. If you lost everything, it's less than nothing. Are you insane? I don't believe this lady, bruh. God damn. But you talking about giving another $8 billion to blow up? You can't make this up.
She giving it to Ukraine, man. She giving all her money to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what